Hi everyone, this is my first Wi-Fi battle on YouTube. It's against Josh, JIH19. I'll leave the link in the description. I lead with my Zapdos, he leads with Metagross, and I go Heat Wave, even though I'm pretty sure he'll be carrying the Ockerberry, which he is. But I get a nice crit here, which takes him down to less than half, as he sets off Stealth Rocks. Now I should have gone for Heat Wave again, but for some reason I don't. I go with Thunderbolt, and this doesn't kill him, as he explodes and takes down my Zapdos, which isn't too good for me because I could have killed it and still have been on full health here. So that's like my first mistake of the battle. So now he goes into his Vaporeon as I go into Kingdra. It's a pretty good matchup for me because anything Vaporeon carries, Kingdra he's either resistant to or he's neutral damage, and he protects as I yawn, and then predicting the switch here I Dragon Dance, but for some reason he doesn't switch and just goes with the Surf, which is 25% damage and does really nothing at all. So I'm in quite a good position here as he withdraws his Vaporeon and goes into Frostlass. I set up the on, knowing that he's going to have to switch or lose his Frostlass to sweep. And he does switch and goes into Porygon-Z. And he gets the download, which is his special attack. But I set up another Dragon Dance, and now I'm pretty sure that Waterfall can one-hit knock out here. So I just go with that. I mean, Porygon-Z is not like Porygon-2, it's not the bulkiest of things. And I am right, it does take the Porygon-Z down, and this is good for me. So he goes into Rotom Wash. So I decided to set up another Yawn as he Thunderbolts, maybe forgetting it was neutral damage or probably just going for the stab. And it takes me down to a little less than half, so it's not going to be a 2-hit knockout with leftovers, so I decided to set up another Dragon Dance, hoping that I can possibly one-hit knockout the Rotom. And he does another Thunderbolt, and I get paralysed, which is quite bad for me now, but he falls asleep. So I'm hoping now I can possibly, maybe, one-hit knockout without Rage. I know that Rotoms are pretty bulky, so I just go for it. And I do manage to knock him out, which is obviously good for me, and Kingdra's in quite a good position here, even though he's probably going to die to whatever he sends in. So he goes for the Ice Beam, just to take down Kingdra. So now I go into my Heatran, the Burning Fire, and it's pretty obvious what I'm going to do. I don't want to over predict, I just go for the Fire Blast, but he switches into Vaporeon. And I'm scarfed here, and I'm not sure whether he's guessed it yet or not, but I am going to have to switch out. So I go into Shuckle, hoping I can take the Surf, but I forget about the Stealth Rocks, which take me down to does a quarter of my HP, and I'm not going to be able to survive 2 Surfs, and that was really my second mistake of the battle. So then I have to really lose Shuckle here, because I've not got a safe switching, which is a shame, because Shuckle could really have torn through his team if I got it in safely. So his Vaporeon's looking pretty good here, so I go back into Heatran, and I don't know if he predicts this or not, but I think it's just because he thinks I'm scarfed and just wants to see what I'll lock myself into. He protects as I explode. That's either an epic prediction on his part or he got lucky. So I lose Heatran pretty cheaply though. And now I'm down to my final 2 things. I go with MisterMew2, just knowing he can't really do too much to me after I get up a couple of Calm Minds. And I do go for the Calm Mind as he surfs, and that does little over a quarter, so I'm thinking he's going to have to switch here as I set up a Calm Mind, but he doesn't. And it surprises me, and it gives me the opportunity to set up some more Calm Minds and possibly get the sweep on. So he surfs me again, and I go for the Shadow Ball just to see how much damage it'll do. And it is looking like it's going to be a good 2-hit knockout, but then he wishes. Now I'm pretty sure that a Protect is coming here, so I set up another Calm Mind as Protect seems the logical thing to do, and he does Protect. So it's a pretty decent prediction on my part, though pretty easy. And then his wish comes true and he's back on full health. But I know he can't really do anything to me with Surf, so I'm thinking he's going to have to switch here, so I just go for another Shadow Ball, but again he doesn't switch. I'm really not sure why he doesn't switch here, because he knows he's going to get taken down. He just goes for Surf, possibly just to get as much damage on me as he can, but it really doesn't do anything, barely 30 HP. So then I just go for the Shadow Ball to finish him off, and he just lets Vaporeon die here. And I'm in a pretty good position. MisterMew2 is pretty fast, and I've got 3 Calm Minds up, so I've got pretty high special defense and special attack. And then he goes into Frostlass, and he sets up the sub as I Shadow Ball just to break the sub. Now I didn't know then, but I know now he was subbing to get his Pataya Berry activated, and I should have realised that. But all the time he's subbing, I'm getting health out with leftovers, so this is a pretty good position for me to be in here. I go for another Shadow Ball, just to break the sub again. And then he subs again, and I Shadow Ball again, just to break the sub. And there we go, he gets the Pataya Berry boost as I Shadow Ball and break his sub. I know Frostlass has got high special attack, but I am pretty sure I can survive this. It's going to be a Shadow Ball coming from the Frostlass. I'm pretty sure I can survive it. And it's easy enough to stay in, and I do survive with ease, and just Shadow Balling for the kill. And now he's down to his last thing, which is a Dragonite. And I don't know why he didn't go into Dragonite in the first place, because he would have been able to kill my Mismagus and I wouldn't been able to do anything with it. I mean, I've got 3 Carmines up here, Shadow Ball, Stab, and it still doesn't kill the Dragonite, as he outrages and kills me. So, it's pretty much good game from there on, as my last thing is Cradle the 1-2 for next pretty epic wall. So he outrages, I know I can survive, and I just go for the Rock Slide just to finish him off. So good game, JIH. Check him out in the description. He's a new YouTube battler like me, and we'd both like to get going, so please rate, comment, subscribe to my vids. Thanks, bye.